And the race that a lot of people have been looking forward to, it's the Pro-Am. Some of the big names from British mini bikes, along with riders from the world of professional racing. We've got some BSB stars here, TT's there as well. Everyone enjoying the racing this afternoon. This is the final race of the first block. We've got one more block of racing to take you through the afternoon, and we'll run through the grid in just a moment. This, of course, is the group we were looking at lunchtime, doing qualifying. The Pro-Ams, and it was Kyle Ryde that took pole position from Ash Barnes in second, Richard Coupe in third, Jack Bednarek in fourth, Joe Dickinson and Lee Jackson in sixth position. Dane Blackburn seventh, Pete Hickman in eighth place from Reece Stevenson. Figure out who number 10 is in a few moments. Bjorn Esprint in 11th, Dom Herbertson in 12th. Paul Curran, James Ellenson and Tom Fisher rounding out this very competitive field. So Pro-Ams with a real mixture of riders here. Some of the top amateur riders going head to head with some of the stars of BSB professional racing. Pete Hickman, of course, is well involved in the series this year, on and off the track. This is looking after the Yobel race as well. So here we go. Kyle Ryde lining up with Ash Barnes, Dom Herbertson in there as well. And Pro-Am Moto number 1 getting underway in just a few moments. And of course Bjorn Esprint in there as well, the South African, joining British Superbikes for 2020. Ash Barnes, another one to look out for as well. Final moments before Pro-Am Moto number 1 gets underway. Here we see 12 rider field, and it's set to be spectacular. Last few moments now, just making sure everyone's in position and ready to go, lining up on the grid. And let's see as the drone settles in behind the field, ready to give chase. We get the green flag, and Pro-Am Moto number 1 is about to get underway. Here we go, and thanks to the drone we can join in on the action as we go into the first corner. I think Kyle Ryde got the jump on the field there around the first corner from Ash Barnes. Richard Coupe in there as well. I think that was Reece Stevenson with a good start as well. He was in the top 5. Very fast start to the race as Kyle Ryde leads him through the hairpin for the first time. Barnes in second, Coupe in third, Lee Jackson and Dane Blackburn also in there as well. Pete Hickman is in about 6th position. And into the hairpin, down the inside, that looked like Richard Coupe making the move on Ash Barnes. Yes, indeed it is. So Richard Coupe up to 2nd position. Kyle Ryde, who's been on great form today, leads the way down the start straight for the first time to complete the first lap. Cooper in second, Barnes in third, Stevenson fourth, Jackson from Hickman. Kyle Ryde getting away at the start then. The gap just under 1 second as Kyle Ryde tries to break away from the rest of the field. Coupe in second, Barnes, Stevenson, Jackman, Hickman and Dane Blackburn on the 1-4-1. Drops a couple of places in 7th on the first lap. So Kyle Ryde, one of the stars of British Superbikes for 2020. Real up-and-coming rider and leading the way. One something to look out for in 2020 when BSB actually gets underway. So Ryde goes through, Coupe in second, Barnes third, and Barnes looking to try and get back through to second. Now these two start battling for second position. This would certainly help Kyle Ryde to break away because we've got Stevenson in fourth, Jackson and Hickman close behind 5th and 6th. You just see him coming into shot there as Barnes has a look down the inside. Tries to make the move back through second. There we see Kyle Ryde just a little bit further ahead. 1.3 seconds the gap last time round. Coupe in second, Barnes still third, Stevenson, Jackman, Hickman and Dane Blackburn on the back of that little battle there as well. Very, very close indeed in Pro-Am race number 1. As Kyle Ryde tries to break away. They're making their way back towards the final few corners. There's Ryde. Coop still in second. Barnes in third. Stevenson, Jackson and Hickman. There's Pete Hickman on the tail now, the number 14. Oh, there's trouble on the first corner. Now, was that Barnes or... Let's have a look in a moment. I think that may have been Ashley Barnes hit trouble. Or that's actually, no, it's Richard Coop on the first corner, hit trouble. And another rider down. That's the number 14 of Lee Jackson going down in the second corner. So trouble there for the 47 of Richard Coop and 14 of Lee Jackson. Two of our front runners. Both seem to be back on the bike. Nothing serious, although I think there is still a yellow flag because the 47 is still on the side of the track on that first corner. Kyle Ryde gets the wave yellow on the finish line. So that's a bit of a shake-up at the front now. Barnes through to second place. Stevenson third. Peter Hickman up to fourth from Dane Blackburn. Bjorn Esmond, the South African, now up to 7th position. Dom Herbertson and Paul Curran. So we've lost Lee Jackson. James Hillier goes through in 10th place. Now back on the green. There's Hickman on the number 60. Trying to close up on Rhys Stevenson, who's been promoted to third now with those incidents. But Peter Hickman coming under a lot of pressure now from Dane Blackburn. Still a long way to go. 8 laps remaining of this Pro-Am race number 1. Kyle Ryde charging around the final corner, leads the way, but all the action now is with Pete Hickman from Dane Blackburn and Rhys Stevenson. 27 of Bjorn Esmond going through. There's Pete Hickman. And of course Hickman with the outright lap record on the Isle of Man. Very famous name amongst the ranks in the Pro-Am race, doing battle here with Dane Blackburn. Rhys Stevenson still there in third. Kyle Ryde still the rider to beat with 8 laps remaining, as Hickman now coming under a lot of pressure from Dane Blackburn on the 141. But Hickman in turn is closing up on Rhys Stevenson. So past the line they go. It's Ryde still leading from Barnes. Stevenson in third. Richard Coop is back on the track up to 11th place, as Blackburn has a look down the inside of Hickman but can't make the move stick. And Hickman closing up now once again on Rhys Stevenson, but not close enough to go for a pass. So Kyle Ryde and Ash Barnes settling down somewhat in first and second place, but Rhys Stevenson in third position from Pete Hickman. Dane Blackburn still in fifth. Hickman shadowing the back wheel of Stevenson at the moment. There he is, the 23. And of course Pete Hickman trying to make the move to get past Stevenson, but he can't be too aggressive and leave himself open because, as you can see, the 114 of Blackburn is right on his tail. Round the first corner they go, this fantastic sweep into the second corner. As you can see from the aerial footage there, this third corner really does tighten in, and it's important to get a good exit out of the corner as they head towards the hairpin. Still Hickman in that position there, trying to find a way through past Stevenson. So Ryde leading from Barnes. Stevenson still battling with Hickman. Blackburn 110. And Stevenson also in there as well, number 110. 4 laps to go of Pro-Am race number 1. We concentrate on this battle between the 23 of Rhys Stevenson and 60, the man in shot now, Pete Hickman. Charging around the first corner, very, very close indeed, with Dane Blackburn just shadowing in there as well. All right, still leading from Ash Barnes. They make their way up towards the dog leg at the top of the very slow hairpin past the pits. Blackburn having a look on the inside momentarily of Pete Hickman, but can't find a way through. Hickman just trying to suss out this move here, trying to find a way through, because Stevenson looking very strong in that position on the 23. As Blackburn round the outside, not seen many people do that today, but didn't quite come off. There's a big exit into that first corner, a lot of track to be used. So if you're brave, you could try and move around the outside. And certainly there, Dane Blackburn tried the move on Pete Hickman, but not quite enough momentum to make it stick. Hickman holds on to that position. It's still flying before his Kyle Ryde leading the way with just over 3 laps remaining. The number 48 has been in great form today. Just seen that at the top of the shot, making his way back towards the finish line. But still all the action, this battle here between Stevenson and Hickman. Ash Barnes still in second, Richard Coop rejoining him, still showing on the lap chart here in third. I thought he'd gone off the circuit, maybe not. But Stevenson in fourth from Hickman, Blackburn in there as well. Bjorn Espen a little bit further behind. Stevenson looking very strong in that position though in fourth place as Peter Hickman tries to find a way through. 1.5 laps to go in this Pro-Am race number 1, and Kyle Ryde looking strong, but all the action here is with the 60 of Peter Hickman as he tries to find a way past Rhys Stevenson. Reputation counting for nothing here because it's on the track and it's all to do with Hickman to get past Stevenson. A great battle here. Blackburn still in there as well. The 106 in there as well. 206, sorry, as they make their way through to the last lap. Oh, it's incredibly close to this battle for third place. And Kyle Ryde 1.3 seconds ahead. Oh, down the inside goes Dane Blackburn. Great move there on Pete Hickman. And after so many laps of pressure, perhaps Dane Blackburn has timed it well here. Perhaps he's looking to do a last lap charge through and get past Rhys Stevenson as well. Now it is indeed the battle for third place. Was Stevenson in third, Hickman, of course Blackburn now in fourth. As up at the front, crossing the line is Kyle Ryde. Checkered flag goes out. Kyle Ryde is the race winner, just ahead of Ash Barnes. He set the fastest lap of the race on the final lap. Stevenson still in third place, and he holds on to that position from Blackburn. Hickman just ahead there as well, but Dane Blackburn with his fastest lap of the race on that final lap, not enough to get past the superb Rhys Stevenson. But Kyle Ryde leading, or wins the race from Ash Barnes. So nothing at all between these riders here. There we see the 23 of Rhys Stevenson, and Hickman dropping back slightly. Kyle Ryde takes the checkered flag. Second place for Ash Barnes, not quite enough. Fastest lap of the race for Barnes. Stevenson making his way towards the final corner, and Blackburn trying again round the final corner. Well, it's not going to be enough. Stevenson holds on to third, Blackburn fourth, Hickman in fifth, and Williams on the 126 finishing in sixth place. Very close four-way battle for that third place. But Kyle Ryde coming under some really late pressure from Ash Barnes on the final lap. Bjorn Espen finishing in seventh place from Dom Herbertson, and Lee Jackson on the 14. Where's Espen? I think just gone through. Curran as well, and Lee Jackson recovering up to ninth position. Paul Curran rounding out the top 10. So that draws to a close our first block of racing. We'll be back very soon, of course.